sleepover though. Like, you know, he leaves, but how do I know he's not just circling around the garage door and heading down to the basement to cuddle with you? You know, I don't know. There's no way I could possibly know.
Wait, is back
But Tanner's the big spoon.
You'll never know.
I do like Little Spoon.
I actually prefer being a little.
People always ask me what I would do if I didn't win. I guess we'll never know. Ladies and gentlemen, we are, of course, live. Welcome to Velocity Entertainment, where each and every Monday we gather around this table, talk about news that includes but is not limited to movies, TV shows, video games, anime. And we talk about it as long as we want, and then we fuck off, and it's great. If you're new to the show, you can go to twitch.tv/velocitypod, where you can subscribe to the podcast, you can follow the podcast, and you can interact with us live in the chat when we do our weekly topics, such as 2025 movie drafts. I will get into the details of that later. But for now, here's the rigmarole. If you're more of an audio podcast listener, that's okay too, because you can go to Spotify. You can give us 5 stars on Spotify and listen to over 200 episodes we have uploaded onto Spotify. It's crazy. You can also go to Apple Podcasts and do the same thing. Every 5-star review helps us get seen, helps us get pushed in the algorithm of Spotify, so on and so forth. You can now comment on Spotify. It's cool. So jump in and show us some love there. Show us some love there. Of course, YouTube channel, Velocity Pod, same thing. Jump over there. You can see streams that Tanner does of The Witcher after the fact. You can see our Pokemon Emerald streams after the fact. They're all uploaded to YouTube afterwards. And so on and so forth. Of course, I have way too much stuff up to do Blake's intro, so I'm going to apologize in advance. We have the long hair, don't care, Thug Nasty, dropping him in the dirt, laying down the hurt, the all-known, almost Samoan dishing out crosses, taking no losses. Bounciest girls in Sioux Falls, Tanner Else. And the Auburn Wonder, Taryn Haters Asunder. When you see the lightning, prepare for the thunder and lock up your G-darn waifus. Zach Lind.
What the
And then, like I said, I have everything up on my computers right now, so I don't have the intro. Sorry, Blake, but I know that it's the karaoke wonder, Blake Winfrey. That's all I remember off the top of my head, but it's written down somewhere.
It's in there somewhere.
Gentlemen, how's your week been? Horrendous.
Well, just yesterday and today.
Oh, okay. Oh, the toe?
My toe.
What happened?
I picked up a keg, and I didn't know there was another keg leaning on it, like behind it, so I turned, and the other keg from behind it fell and landed right on my big toe. And now my toenail and my toe are all like purple and gross and in pain. And then
So what you're saying is your toenail's broken. Your toe's broken.
Oh, my toenail's coming off. Like, as I'm looking at it, I'm like, I got like a week left with this bad boy. I better enjoy it. But yeah, this happened at about 4:15.
His toenail is not.
And I limped till 2:40 in the morning when I finally clocked out.
Who wants to take bets on what's going to last longer, Tanner's toenail or TikTok? We got about a week left on both.
I guess. I think if you're lucky, all right. I'll soak this thing in some Epsom salt later, so we're gonna cut that time down.
Yeah, get it all soft and yank it right out. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. That's what I'm saying.
It's gonna go.
And then
it's going.
I will be honest. I fucking screamed. And then I turned around. I was like, "Fuck, motherfuck, cunt!" Open the door. And I was like, "Shit!" And somebody's like, "Did you just say shit, Tanner?" I'm like, "You should have heard what I said before I opened the fucking door."
Yeah, it was.
Should've heard what I
It was
said
not very
about
PG
myself.
beforehand.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
So yeah, shitty week. How was yours?
A lot better. I watched all the X-Men movies.
So I had a great week then compared to that.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Right?
And come on.
My week don't seem that bad now.
I mean, it's true. You know what happens when a toe gets struck by lightning? You know, somebody wrote that line.
I work at a residential facility for juvenile males part-time, and this weekend was rough.
They just acting up or what?
You know how ceilings have ceiling tiles, like levitated ceilings?
I know where this is going.
False ceilings, yeah.
Super.
How much contraband did you
could hide
find?
drugs in there.
Oh, God.
I had one fall on top of me.
Oh, okay, that's not.
I thought there were going to be drugs up there.
Yeah.
It's not fun anymore.
And a kid in the middle of a restraint as he was throwing fists, he kicked his shoe off and it went up and smoked the ceiling and sent the whole fucking ceiling down on top of us.
Hey man, get good. You know, if you were training properly, you wouldn't be kicking and shit. I had no idea with that.
Ah, man, dude was throwing fists at a female, man. You don't do that shit. Not in my world.
So let me quote Letterkenny here. When the kids get silly, do you ever smack them?
I wish we could.
Like when they're getting real silly, do you ever smack them?
So you guys can't. No tasers, no pepper
Nope.
spray. That's lame.
I accidentally tackled one once. That was pretty funny. But he was running around with a tube sock full of bars of soap, swinging it around like he was gonna hit somebody with it. And I took off after him, and he stopped, and I tipped the scale at about 350. And when you're a fat man, your momentum doesn't allow you to stop sometimes.
No.
And I pancaked him.
Boom.
I think it sounds like he kind of deserved it though.
I mean, yeah. Does that make it right? Probably
Hey.
not. But hey, you know what?
I got the sock.
That's all that matters.
You mean sack?
So first of all, I got the sock. Second of all, hit him with the sock. Teach him a lesson.
Nah, dude, it was
Just sitting behind your desk with a bunch of kids in front of you, just swinging the sock around, looking at him.
I looked like T.J. Watt
Just fucking.
swallowing up a quarterback. Just fucking.
Probably shouldn't use the term "swallow it up" when we're talking about kids, but
You God damn.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's been the show. We appreciate you guys.
I don't know if we can come
he
back
said
from that one.
I
didn't
teetered-
even think
I
of it
teeter-totted-
like that.
I teeter-totted back and forth about giving credit to the question asker here because on Reddit, Mass Chubbins asks, what's a quote that's always stuck with you and why? From any movie or game? Zach?
If you ain't first, you're
I was
last.
gonna say, can we do a funny one and then a serious one?
Yeah, do a funny one and then a serious one, you know?
That's the first one that popped in my head.
Yeah,
So
well, you know.
Obviously, my serious one is from Troy, and it's when the little kid says, "I wouldn't want to fight that guy. He's the biggest dude I've ever seen." And then Achilles says, "So I no one will remember your name." Fucking felt that, dog. I forgot my funny one already. You go.
My serious one comes from the movie The Replacements. It is pain heals, chicks dig scars, glory lasts forever.
Fucking coach did that. I love that one. I remember my funny one. Fucking Devo on Friday. Cool being a bitch and come on. Oh, he Googled his. He's got to get his word for word.
It's fucking,
Get ready over there.
I know. It's all wrong. By rights, we shouldn't even be here.
Oh,
But we are. It's like in the great stories, Mr. Frodo, the ones that really mattered, full of darkness and danger. They were. Sometimes you didn't want to know the end because how could the end be happy? How could the world go back to the way it was when so much bad had happened? But in the end, it's only a passing thing. The shadow, even darkness must pass. A new day will come, and when the sun shines, it will shine out the clear. Those were the stories that stayed with you, that meant something, even if you were too small to understand why. But I think, Mr. Frodo, I do understand. I know now. Folk in these stories had lots of chances of turning back, only they didn't. They kept going because they were holding on to something.
Look, if I would have known we were doing speeches, I would have picked Remember the Titans, all right? I thought we just said a quote. I'm just
Nobody's
kidding.
going to ask me what they were holding on to? Come on.
what were you holding on to?
That there's some good left in this world, Mr. Frodo. It's worth fighting for. Technically,
In my
the,
head, you started. I knew where you're going. I'm like, now
Technically,
I should look it up. That's a fucking
if I have to
speech.
narrow it down, it's the last part. There's some good in this world, and it's worth fighting for.
Originally, I see you on your phone, and I'm like, it's not a good quote if you had to fucking look it up. You don't have it memorized, and then you started it, and I'm like, oh, here we fucking go. This will take a good minute.
I have two more.
My funny one, I may have to Google this one too. Fuck.
Jeez.
All right, yeah, you do yours, Blake.
My second one, of course, with great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah, that's a good one. I suppose.
And now my funny one, Smokey, this isn't Nam. There are rules.
What is that from?
The Big Lebowski.
Quit being a bitch and come on.
This dude's just, somebody posted the other day, and it's just like this, like, inspiring music, and it's like overlooking a lake with a video. It's like this quote always stuck with me, and then it just cuts to him going, "Quit being a bitch and come on."
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Another long one. Okay, Flaming Dragon. Fuck face. First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face.
Deadpool, nice.
No.
No, that's
Tropic
not
Thunder.
Deadpool. Tropic Thunder.
Tom Cruise, Tropic Thunder.
When
I
they're
don't know what
negotiating
kind of
with
Pan
Ben
Pacific bullshit power play you're trying to pull here, but Asia Jack is my territory.
Oh, yeah.
So whatever you're thinking, you better think again. Otherwise, I'm going to have to head down there and I will rain down an ungodly fucking firestorm upon you. You're going to have to call the fucking United Nations to get a fucking building resolution to keep me from fucking destroying you. This is Tom Cruise, by the way. That's my funny one.
Hey, cancel culture. Don't cancel me for this one, but you never go full retard.
Darn it. That's Deadpool.
Thought you was
Yeah.
retired.
Well, okay. Now, and then since you said Deadpool too, unless you take a deep breath through your fucking forehead, that's
That's a good one. That's a good one. I mean, Blade, man. Some motherfuckers always still trying to ice skate uphill.
Some motherfuckers still trying to ice skate up here.
Is that difficult? I've never tried it.
Wait, you're from Minnesota and you never tried?
I
that?
don't know how to ice
That's
skate.
crazy. Thought you guys just like automatically played hockey.
That's Canada.
I'm very excited for this. Keep looking.
I am
Kripkaki in Reddit, Kripkaki on Reddit asks, what's a moment in a movie that broke the immersion for you? And so like you're into the movie and then something happens in the movie that brings you back to real life. Here's my example. Spider-Man 1. Ladies and gentlemen, Macy Gray. Immediately I'm like, fuck. I'm back out.
Who's Macy Gray?
You remember in Tobey Maguire Spider-Man 1 they're doing the parade that they're not allowed to call Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade because it's trademarked. So it's the Thanksgiving parade featuring Macy Gray. Fucking hate it, dude. This like I see that part of the movie, I'm like, fuck, this sucks, dude. Immediately takes me out.
There's like one song I can play right now and you'd be like, oh, that's her. But I wouldn't.
I try to say goodbye and I choke. Try to walk away
Actually, you know
and
what?
I
He's
stumble.
white, young, and from Minnesota.
He might not know Macy Gray.
I'm very.
Yeah, he might not know Macy Gray.
No,
I'm trying to
he's
think. I'm having a
he's
hard time
he's
with that.
older than me, and I still know Macy Gray
I
though.
grew up on an Amish farm,
Yeah,
so what do you think?
You did karaoke for a long time though,
Yeah, that is true.
and he probably only listens to the radio.
Diegetic sound is a good example of things that can usually take it out. That is when in the universe somebody's playing a song, like a theme song to a character that exists in our universe. So like in Solo, like a Star Wars story Solo, when he sees the recruitment booth for the Empire, they're playing the Imperial March song in the movie.
Yeah.
So like it exists in the movie. That always does it for me too. So like you'll hear Spider-Man come swinging and all the band will be like, "Boo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo." That exists in his world and in ours. That's diegetic sound. That's a good example of things that break immersion for
Can we do
people.
acting, where one of the greatest movies of 2024, Craven, when he pounces around like a tiger, lion.
I'm gonna act like you just didn't call Craven one of the best movies of 2024.
Compared to Madam Web, I think it's a lot better.
First,
Man, we're lucky we didn't get Morbius also in 2024. That would have been a
thank
shitty
fucking
year.
God.
Yeah, Sony. Baby did not do well.
So when you say like takes you out of a movie, I'm thinking of somewhere I'm just like I hated that so much that I'm no longer into this movie.
That counts.
Yeah.
That counts.
Yeah.
Perfect. Star Wars Episode 9. A voice echoes across the galaxy. A fucking what?
Somehow Palpatine
Somehow
returned.
Palpatine's back? Before this movie starts, I fucking hate it.
Somehow Palpatine returned.
Yeah, that one pisses me off. That's
Yeah,
a-
what do you do, man?
Anyways, Balake.
I don't have one.
No?
In a very, very bizarre twist, I don't have one.
That's totally fine. I only have one news story for you guys, and then we can roll into the topic as far as I'm concerned. But first, let me get the news story out of the way, and then we got a couple wheel spins we got to do. Everybody's been really excited for the wheel spins. Ladies and gentlemen, according to insider reports, we could possibly be just days away from the Switch 2 reveal. Podcaster Nate the Hate, who has a long track record of sharing credible industry leaks, said the long-awaited announcement of Nintendo's successor to the Switch will happen on January 16th. Quote, I can share with you right now that the Nintendo Switch 2 will be revealed in the coming week, he said on the latest episode of his show. Quote, I have been told the Switch 2 will be revealed on Thursday, January 16th. That's this Thursday. The reveal will focus almost exclusively on the console itself, with no real focus on what software will run on the Switch 2. So rather than get a look at Switch 2 and Mario or something like that, Nintendo is planning to only share the information about the hardware itself, according to the insider. Hype, dude, let's go. When you think about the Switch 2, are you guys like, I don't know, fans of the Switch? Like, what's like a feature that you'd like to see?
Well, we went from the DS to the DSi to 3DS, correct? That was kind of the evolution of that, and then you had the Wii U.
Right, and then the Switch.
So like, what really was difference between like the DS and 3DS was just the really shitty 3D animation.
Basically.
See, I guess that's my thing too. I'm wondering, what are we adding? What are we getting?
Yeah,
That's what I'm asking you. Yeah, what would you like to see added? I mean, obviously the software and hardware has got to be upgraded so that it can handle, I would assume, 4K capability at least, which the Switch cannot do right now.
I'm wondering if like so on the Switch, I feel like we get all of our gaming stuff, but you don't. Can you get like streaming apps on it? You download like Netflix and YouTube.
YouTube for
yeah,
sure.
but like Netflix or Hulu or anything.
I guess I've never
I
tried.
feel like that would be
Never
something they
tried
should
that.
add, so you could have.
but
your
that's more of
handheld.
software.
Yeah,
And
but something you
that's-
could have handheld like to watch in places, and then put it on
Popular,
your phone too, I guess, but
Popular idea I've heard online through my gaming podcasts is the leaks for the pictures of it were released a couple weeks ago. They're not confirmed, but there is a mysterious button on the top left with a C underneath it, and if they're to be believed, we don't know if it was actual real pictures or not. Everybody's trying to wonder what this C button could mean. Everybody's like, is it a capture button? Hit it and record gameplay. Is it a connect button? That's the one I like. You got a dock connected to your TV. You're playing handheld. Boom! You hit the connect button. Wirelessly connects to your TV. Now you're
That'd be
playing.
nice.
Now you're playing from the couch on your big screen instead of having to walk up and dock your Switch. That's a popular one I've been seeing.
that's pretty cool.
That would be really cool.
I think wasn't the Wii U also a handheld? Like you can see what was on the screen,
Correct.
as well as on the TV. That'd be a cool feature that connects.
Oh, sure didn't do the Wii U any good.
It didn't do the Wii U any justice, though. It was one of the worst selling consoles of all time.
Yeah, people
Because of that.
hated that. So they got to tread lightly. I think it's got to be.
I never even got one.
Yeah, it's got to be like
Nintendo lost me after the Wii.
Oh, the Switch is so good though.
Yeah, the Switch is dope.
I've played 2 Switches ever, and they're just it's just not my thing.
Were you playing with the little dongles that they come with?
I played
or
with
like
the
a Pro
dongle
controller?
once and the Pro controller once.
Yeah, keep saying dongle.
Joy-Cons.
Joy-Cons?
The
Oh.
Joy-Cons.
Nope, I like dongle better.
I guess.
Yeah, no, like I never, like I just never got into the Switch.
I
Like
did
I'm not a big Legend of Zelda fan.
Oh, that's why.
Okay,
Fuck out of here.
I grew up PlayStation, Tony Hawk, shit like that. You know what I mean?
What's that?
He wasn't allowed to play cool games.
He wasn't allowed to play anything that wasn't
so-
cool for everybody.
He's like, I've played Unjammy Lammer.
Like I had a Nintendo 64 as a kid, so like I played GoldenEye and the shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
and then that's when I went
Five
PS2.
games that everybody brings up when they talk about the 64. Nobody ever brings up Castlevania, dude.
Symphony of the
Castlevania
Night.
is
so hard.
Banger. It's hard though.
All the Castlevania games are.
All the Castlevania games. Are
I always
hard,
think of Earthworm Jim.
Siphon Filter.
Perfect
Loved
Dark.
Siphon Filter. Of course, Super Mario 64. It's like when you talk about the 64, you have to bring up the flagship games because those are the games that introduces everybody
Okay,
to.
the last Zelda game I played
DK.
was Ocarina of Time.
Donkey Kong.
On the
That's
60
crazy.
on-
Like,
on-
don't get me wrong.
on the 64.
Don't get me wrong. Revolutionary game. Probably one of the best Zelda games ever made.
But they lost me after that game because when I accidentally restarted all my save progress and had to do the game all over again, I lost interest. I didn't want to do it again.
That's crazy. Move on to another Zelda game. You know, there's so many more Zelda games.
I never played
Wind
Majora's
Waker.
Mask.
You never
I
played Majora's Mask?
Majora's
Holy
Mask.
fuck.
That's
dude.
a fun one. It's on the 3DS
Y'all
too.
crazy. That's
The only
That's the
only
thing,
game
I had Ocarina of Time, and after that I got Final Fantasy 7 and 8.
Right, and then
10,
that's-
I wasn't
The only-
and you know what they say about Final
and
Fantasy.
the only games I ever played on the GameCube were Super Mario Splat or Sunshine
Sunshine, yeah.
and Metroid
Resident Evil 4.
and Metroid. That's all I played for the GameCube.
Yeah, I played Double Dash on the GameCube. I played Resident Evil 4. Was the first time I ever had Resident Evil 4 was on the GameCube. Luigi's Mansion, excuse me. Super Mario Sunshine.
He was gonna yell at me at first. Like, I was like,
Yeah,
fuck.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Luigi's Mansion sucks. And then for the fucking the best Super Smash
Bros.
Brothers game of all time, Melee was on the GameCube.
Yeah,
Like Jesus Christ, dude. I fucking love the GameCube.
like those three.
P.S.
games,
I'm looking for a GameCube. Somebody ship me one. What up?
Yeah, those 3 games were it, man. That was all I knew. And then I played quite a bit on the Wii, but then after the Wii, that was it. I never touched the Wii U. I've played the Switch. Would I buy one? Probably not. But that's not
It's at $200 that you can only play a very limited game pool.
exactly.
That's not true though. There's so many.
There's
games
so
for it.
many games, but
They're Nintendo based.
But
They're not really into.
If you,
third parties.
it's designed if you like to bedside game. It's designed if you travel a lot, and it's designed if you're driving a lot. You know,
Yeah.
passenger a lot. The Switch is incredible for these. Like if you're
with
if you're
those
flying all the time, like oh man, there's nothing better than a Switch. If you like to play in bed, prop up a pillow, play handheld in bed. It's fine. It is what it is. I personally prefer it docked because I like my Pro controller. But
but that's not me shitting on Nintendo though. either.
no, yeah, like it's an
Because-
incredible.
because you recognize the history there. You know what I mean? Like they created essentially what video gaming is today for us,
Mm-hmm. Without a doubt.
without a doubt. So while I don't necessarily support Nintendo has my respect.
Oh, they can have all
so
my money.
so
dog.
I'll see. I'll wait for the announcement to make my final decision as to whether or not I will buy a Switch 2. But it was hard to justify buying a regular Switch, knowing full well that Switch 2 was coming out when I don't really play any of their games.
as well as it is super outdated. It's only what
Well, yeah, but look, it still hangs in there.
10
Yeah,
You know what I'm
years
saying?
old.
yeah.
I'm
At
here to
this
say
point.
that it's still like a competitor. Like obviously, it's not near a PlayStation 5 or anything hardware wise, but like I could still jump on the Switch and play just fine. Like
Yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom looks absolutely incredible. One of the best games I've ever played. More revolutionary than Ocarina of Time? No. Better? Yeah. Big time better.
But no, like,
But better is subjective, you know.
but Nintendo has their fan base and their supporters that will clamor
I'm-
to it
Yeah,
and be the
Pokemon.
ones and will be the ones to
I'm here. Yep.
get the gameplay in
I'll
with
buy
it.
it day one, dude.
Get the gameplay in with it for people like me that are on the fence.
What do you think? What do you guys think? Switch 2 drops, say Christmas.
I say Thanksgiving, right before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, around
Third-
there. Black
third-
Friday,
third-
Christmas. It's
third-
usually the holidays. But
Last,
what do you
last
think?
quarter.
What's the game gonna be?
My question is, what's the release title going to be? What's the one that they're shipping with the Switch? What do you think they would do?
A new Mario. It's got to be,
I think
right?
has it always been Mario with it?
No, it was Breath of the Wild with the
It was
Switch,
Breath
I think.
of the Wild with the Switch.
Oh, I thought it was Odyssey for some odd reason.
You know
Do-
what? We
do
could
you
get-
think they
we
do
could get that
Metroid?
new gen of Pokemon too.
Could be a new gen of Pokemon. Could be the Metroid Prime Beyond. Could be. I don't know if they'll ship it with Metroid Prime though. I don't think it's a big enough grab. It's got to be Mario Kart 9 because Mario Kart 8 we had for fucking 10 years. They just kept adding
Yeah.
DLC to it. So it's got to Mario Kart 9 would be huge.
Smash Bros.
Super Mario Galaxy 3 or something like that would be fucking awesome. Could you imagine? Smash Bros would be dope, but I doubt we'd get a
A T-rated? Is it T-rated? What is it?
yeah, they're rated T.
They
but
wouldn't release something.
They
like
wouldn't
that
want to release
on
it with
drop,
the Switch
though,
because
that would be.
if you release a new Super Smash with the Switch is gonna eclipse the new Smash. That's an event on their own.
yeah,
they want to keep that on their own. I would say my best guess is Mario Kart 9 maybe would be a good one to drop with it. Just because we're long due for a new Mario Kart game.
Yeah.
So I feel like we get like these Mario games, but like I don't know. Have we had like an open world Mario game since '64?
Yeah, Super Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, Galaxy's
Is that-
open world.
I never
Odyssey
got it,
would it
never got
also be?
Odyssey's also
I
open
never
world.
actually played
And
it.
so is technically Sunshine.
Sunshine's technically open world too.
But okay, all right. I was saying another
Sunshine's hard as fuck.
another
though.
open world RPG
Sunshine's
Mario
hard as fuck, and it wasn't one of the better Mario games.
No, it was kind of on the lower
It
end,
was
but
mid.
it is what it is.
game. All right.
We are gonna spin a wheel a couple times. One to pick the winner of the Umbreon. We've been needing to do that for a minute, and then two to pick
Jordan.
our draft order for this.
Yeah, I got one name in there.
You have 3 in there.
I got 3.
Yeah, you subscribed 3 times.
Damn. Mr. Moneybucks over there.
We got Umbreon, baby.
Are we gonna be able to see it on screen?
No, you'll be able to see it on stream, but not on screen. Unfortunately, sorry.
Yeah, fuck you, Zach.
That's what I was saying.
You're not gonna type it in the chat.
No, I'm gonna do it in person today.
All right, guys. So here's the rundown. We just did Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver specifically, Nuzlocke, on every single Wednesday night for the last 13 weeks. Every single time somebody subscribed to the channel or gifted a sub to the channel, their name was put in for a raffle to win a giant 11-inch Umbreon Funko Pop. We have Zach in here 4 times, 3 or 4. We have Tanner in here 3 times, and then we have Jordan in here 20 times.
Jesus.
So chances are Jordan's gonna win this Umbreon, but you never know. There's a chance that maybe he doesn't.
I don't wish you the best, Zach. I hope Tanner wins. Fuck you, bud.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's spin the wheel and let's see who wins the Umbreon Funko Pop. Here we go.
Let's go.
We're still delayed.
I know what it is.
Yeah,
It's Jordan.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Jordan. This is all because, like, my dude, you donated so many freaking gifted subs, and it's absolutely incredible of you, dude.
We can actually eat something other than ramen. Thank you.
Well, we like ramen. Chill out.
Yeah, what's wrong with ramen?
What's wrong with ramen?
After week number 58, it kind of gets overrated.
I don't know.
You're not doing it right, bud.
Oh my gosh.
You got-
go
you
to
gotta-
prison, learn how to
You
make
gotta
ramen.
you gotta buy shit to mix. You gotta buy mix-ins. You know what I mean?
Do you think I would survive in prison?
Let-
I don't think
You
I would.
absolutely.
I let me tell you, man. You can do anything
I'm
with
too
a can of
pretty.
Hormel chili and some ramen noodles. I'll tell you that much for sure.
Missing that cheese.
And a can-do attitude.
Yeah.
I built this place. Nothing but elbow grease and a can-do attitude. And yeah, a large inheritance from my father. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the second wheel spin up, and we're going to use this wheel spin to decide our draft order. Today's topic of the podcast.
Dun dun.
We are going to do a 2025 movie draft. Here are the rules. We're going to go through the draft in the order, but we're going to snake draft. So the person at the end gets 2 picks, the person at the other end gets 2 picks, so on and so forth, until all of them are gone. There should be 9 rounds. We'll each get 9 picks from this list. Here's the rules. If a movie's delayed, we're going to take 25, because it's the year 25 when it was supposed to come out, and then we're going to add the date that it gets delayed to. So if it gets delayed to January 7th, it's going to be 25 plus 7, and that's the score you're going to get for that. Make sense?
Okay.
The goal of this game is to try and get as many points as you can at the end of the year. We're going to come back when all of these movies have released, and we're going to go through the Rotten Tomatoes scores, critic scores of all these movies, and add them up to see who wins this draft. Are there any questions? Let's get that first spin, see who gets the first pick in our 2025 movie draft.
Come on, blue. No whammies.
Oh, he gets it too. Second pick goes to. If it's Blake, I'll just spin again. Oh, number 2, Kyle. Well, if you get last, you get the double pick. Pick number 3 goes to Zachary, and that makes Tanner the 4th pick.
What a shitty way to do this, you know?
Why? It's all by chance.
Yeah, whatever.
Congratulations, guys, on your draft order. Now I'm gonna need to find where did I put it? Blah 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 blah. Resolutions. There it is. Okay, give me a second here. I'm gonna fix your guys' cameras. Just because you're a little kitty wompish.
I don't like that word.
Well, too bad. You gotta live by
Wampus
that
or
word.
kitty?
Together. I like both of those words. I don't like them when they're together.
Do I see Freakier Friday at the bottom?
Yes.
You sure do.
Whoa. God, that brings me like 20 years ago.
Do you have Lindsay Lohan?
Yeah, and Jamie
Lindsay
Lee
Lohan
Curtis.
and Jamie Lee Curtis are
Shut
both back.
up.
Yeah.
It's a true sequel to their
Here's
movie.
your first overall pick, boys.
Yeah.
I sure fucking hope not.
Hey.
Okay. What's up, Blake? What with the first pick in the 2025 movie draft? Blake Winfrey selects.
Captain America: Brave New World.
Ooh, going Brave New World. Hot damn, he's going Brave New World right off the rip. How about that? I gotta find where it is, but like I'm absolutely going. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna change the size of these to extra large so I can read them. I'm absolutely with my first pick in the first round.
I knew it.
I'd like to try and win. So with the second pick in the 2025 movie draft, I'm going with Wicked 2.
Shit. And that was gonna be
Good
my first
pull.
pick.
Lucky
I was
boy.
gonna say Wicked 2 first too, but I didn't.
In the third pick, Zach would like to select.
Zootopia.
You're going Zootopia? Hey man, dude,
I love the first
Nothing wrong
movie.
with Zootopia, dude. That's a good.
So
I'd say that's a good pick, man. Like them Disney movies, people really be liking them
Yeah,
Disney
they-
movies.
Them Disney movies slap.
Don't mind me if you want. You get extra time to think because I gotta.
No, you're good.
But with the fourth pick,
I'm gonna
Tanner L selects.
take Avatar: Fire and Ash,
Ooh, good poll. That's a good idea.
and then after that, I'm going to take the Lilo and Stitch live action.
You son of a bitch. That was my next pick.
Avatar, Fire and Ash, and then Lilo and Stitch. You're saying?
For the record here, boys, just so you all know, at about after this round, we're all going to be just picking what's least crappy. And I'm
Hey,
excited for it.
and like that's
I'm
that's
here
kind
for
of
it.
that was
That's
kind of
the
my goal
exciting
for it,
part.
to be honest.
I'm
Well,
here
the worst
for
is
it.
we're going off for the critic score, not the audience, because I feel like that's going to make a difference on a
Yeah.
lot of these.
Exactly.
reviews.
Yep. I
Yeah.
wanted it to be the one that's usually like the worst of the two, and the critics usually always like have some sort of dumb shit to say about these movies, you know. All right, with the second pick of the second round, Zach
I'm going to go with Thunderbolts Asterisk.
going Thunderbolts, huh? I like it. I like it a lot.
I'm going the direction that Blake probably went for his pick. It's a Marvel
Marvel?
movie. Yeah.
They've been
No, I went Brave New World because I'm actually genuinely excited for this movie. I want to see Red Thor.
Red Thor, huh?
Red
Thor.
Red Hulk.
So excited he doesn't even remember what his name is.
I have
dog.
been up since 5:30 this morning on 2 hours of sleep.
You got like 3.
Yeah, and then I went to the gym at 5. I'm gonna sleep good tonight.
Where we at?
I'm up with my second round pick. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go with Paddington in Peru.
Ooh.
Hey, I'm was thinking that might still be there in like 3 or 4.
Because that's
The
how many of them?
Paddington crushes it when it comes to Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, dude, Paddington, and it's probably one of the freaking better movies I've seen in a
This
while.
is number 5 for them. Or something
3. I think this is
it
the
3?
third one. Back to Blake.
I am going to go Tron Ares.
Tron Ares, I like it. Will everybody else? That's the question.
They won't, but I'm excited for that.
I'm a Nine Inch Nails fan, and Trent Reznor is doing.
He is doing the
to that
score.
movie, so I am instantly excited because I have heard that it is going to pretty much sound like old school Nine Inch Nails.
Just freaking rule, dude.
Yeah, I'm fucking stoked.
Blake, starting off the third round. What you want to go with now?
I am going to go with Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning.
Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. I hope that movie's good, man. I really do.
Yeah, Marathon not too long ago.
We did. I really like those movies, man. I do. I like them a lot. Back to me. My third pick in the third round is going to be 28 Years Later.
I thought
I'm going
about
to
it.
go 28 Years Later. I think that movie's going to review really well, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I thought about it. But there's one more on there that I like a little bit better.
Well, hopefully it's still there when we get back to you. We're on to Zach.
I'm gonna go with Predator Badlands.
Ooh, nice
'Cause
choice.
I'm really hoping because
Good
they did a really good
call.
job on
Right.
Prey.
Prey was
so-
really good, yeah. That's a hell of a choice. It's just a shame you're not going to win. Uh-oh. Tanner, what do you think?
I go 2 again.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to go How to Train Your Dragon live action.
Okay.
And I'll go Superman.
Going
I'm gonna
Superman.
give James Gunn a chance, all right?
Taking a leap of faith. I think it's going to review it pretty well.
I'm going to give James
I'm
Gunn
gonna
a
be
chance.
honest
on
with
this
you.
one.
I think it's going to review really well.
DC's got to do something because they're
Oh, dude. And hey, man.
super
Even Marvel
needs
says
some
Marvel's
love.
coming. They're a bit of a low point right now.
Yeah.
So, fucking hopefully DC comes out and smokes them this year.
Well, I don't know if I want him to smoke them, but I want him to do good.
I would like to see DC.
I just want both teams to have fun.
I just want to see DC like do something.
All right, Zachary, we're
'Cause they're
back
doing
to
some
you.
floundering right now.
I'm gonna go with The Bad Guys 2.
The Bad Guys 2. I like it.
I've never.
I
haven't
probably
seen-
won't.
I, don't,
I probably won't go
I haven't
see
seen the
it.
first one. So
First one looked cute. It's just like a animated story about like the big bad wolf and his crew robbing a bank.
I do like heist movies. Okay, I'm
I love
slapping.
heist movies. And I'm a child. I'll take it.
Oh shit! I got
I'll
an
take it,
88
dude.
on Rotten Tomatoes, the first one. So that's looking pretty good on that front
Yeah.
of it. Okay, okay.
With my fourth pick, I know what I wanted. I lost sight of it. I'm gonna go with The Unbreakable Boy.
I was wondering what that is. I just saw the word Unbreakable, and I'm like, that's a movie I've already seen.
No, it's not out yet. It's that movie about that. We saw a preview for it at whatever we went to last. It's that little kid that's like super nice to everybody.
Oh, that movie.
I'm sure it's going to be awful sad, and it's going to review very, very well. I'm almost sure of it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
Golly, what's even-
Back to Blake.
Final Destination: Bloodlines.
Bloodlines. I like it.
I do like that series.
I
of
love
movies.
the Final Destination movies.
I love them too.
What's next?
And out of all 7 of them, I think they've got a combined 95. Yeah,
I wish there were
Blake,
7.
Blake again. Blake is starting our 5th round, I think.
Ballerina.
Ooh, John Wick. Nice choices.
I've been waiting for them to do something with Final Destination for 15 years. So
It has been a while.
I did the sex with a girl whose sister was in some of those movies. Write that down.
Was she in those movies?
The girl that was also in The Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was in.
She was in one of them. I don't remember which one. But
I didn't know she was in any of them. I'll be honest.
he is. I think it's the third one actually.
That's the 3D.
I think you're thinking of Halle Berry.
Oh, easy to mix those two up.
My next pick. This one's tough for me. I'm teetering between two of them right now.
Just do Mortal Kombat. You got this. Mortal Kombat.
Fuck it, I'm taking a chance on my heart. I'm going Fantastic Four. First Steps.
I'm surprised that's still there, to be honest.
Listen, we need a fucking win here.
Yeah, the Fantastic
And like they
Four
know,
series
and they
needs
know
some
for a
love.
fact that they can't fuck up the Fantastic Four. Otherwise, they're done.
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna do what they can to make sure that it's good. God, I can hope so. You know?
Pedro Pascal is gold in everything he touches. So I think
It's true. It's hard to fuck anything up with Pedro
Yeah.
Pascal in it. You know.
I mean, that scene with him and Nick Cage tripping acid is the greatest thing ever.
All right, where we at?
Zach,
I'm gonna go with the sequel, Freakier Friday.
Freakier Friday. I mean, I hope it's good. I really liked Freaky Friday, but I don't know. I think it may be middle of the road for review score wise. Like I'm betting it's gonna be fresh. Like I'm betting it's not gonna be like rotten. All right, Tanner, you with the two.
What is the Legend of Ochi?
The Legend of Ochi is that one with that little like weird fucking alien thing baby that she finds, and then she has to. We saw the preview for it at the last movie too, where she has to like walk it across to like its parents or whatever, the big scary monsters. Remember, and she like puts it in her backpack and stuff, and you'd recognize it if you saw
Is
it.
it the one that's like Norway?
I think so.
Something like that? Where okay. Yep. Okay.
Norwegian?
I want that one.
Okay.
And then I'm also gonna take. I'm gonna go Wolfman.
Wolfman. I want to see that movie.
Yeah.
Though. That movie does look good.
Yeah, it does. Guys, ready to get to the parts where we just don't know what's left over?
I know what's left over.
Speak for yourself, dog.
Yeah. There's some good shit in here yet.
Yeah, debatable. There's some shit in here for sure.
Before we go into his next one, right? Because he's still
No, he picked two.
He
We'll
picked
go
us
to
two.
we'll go back to Zach now. Why? What are you thinking?
What is Last Breath?
Last Breath is that one with Simu Limu, and they go like to the ocean, and then the dude's like cord breaks or whatever, and he's like, "Don't give up, I'm coming back for you" or whatever. Like Woody Harrelson's in it and shit. And they're like, "I never leave a goddamn diver behind," and they all want to like think about leaving him behind and stuff.
Fucking leave his ass behind.
Oh.
Well, I don't think they're gonna leave him behind. I hope not. All right, we're back to Zach.
I'm gonna go with Flight Risk.
Oh, Mark Wahlberg. I like it.
That sounds like it's going to be a really good movie.
Mark Wahlberg's like 50-50, I feel like. Sometimes like his
Pain
movies
the
review really well, and then sometimes
Isn't this the movie that he's doing that's directed by Mel Gibson?
yes,
Then this one might actually have a chance because
yeah, it might. It might.
Mel's
1, 2,
directorial
3, 4,
work
5,
is
6.
pretty
We're in the
solid.
6th round. Cool. Almost done. So back to me, huh?
To you,
Oh, I see nobody's chomping at the bit to get to fucking Karate Kid Legends. You guys, fuck.
I wonder why.
I think it's going to be bad.
I fucking hope not. I fucking hope
I
not.
really
dude.
do. I think it's going to be
mean,
bad.
Did anyone here watch Cobra Kai at all?
I've been watching it. Yeah,
'Cause I don't think I'm caught up on it. Is it like 7 seasons?
I'm very privy to information
I'm gonna go.
about the current season.
It's
but I
definitely a
haven't
drama.
With my next pick, I'm gonna go with Companion. That's that movie with Jack Quaid where he like, I don't know what it is, but like he hypnotizes that one girl or whatever, and like makes her put her hand over the fucking candle or whatever, and like,
Interesting.
lights her hand on fire, and she can't move because she's all hypnotized.
Oh shit.
but like she's crying, so she can clearly feel it. It looks fucked up, dude. And Jack Quaid, in my eyes, can do no fucking wrong.
Jack,
dude.
he's the one who plays in The Boys,
Yeah,
correct?
he is
the
Huey and the boys.
Okay.
So I'm going with
the
companion.
boy.
He's the boy.
Oh,
All right, we are back to Blake.
I'm gonna go Snow White.
Oh, okay. A lot of controversy surrounding this movie.
I know.
That's a risky pick.
I know.
Could pay off though.
It's a fucking Disney movie.
That is true.
It's a live
I
action
know.
Disney
It's
remake.
a live action Disney.
Think about
I
that.
know.
Like they have not. They
I know.
Do not historically do very well.
But didn't
But-
Lion King do well though?
Yeah,
I feel like the Lion
but
King did.
like
What was
Mulan
Mufasa?
didn't, and
I didn't see
Mufasa
it.
isn't, and it is what it. We'll see.
Tarzan with
Can't take it back now.
the better-looking Skarsgård.
Um,
I'm pretty sure it's
I
Alex
thought you said
Skarsgård.
Skarsgård,
Yeah,
like
Alex
Skarsgård.
Skarsgård
I probably
is the
did.
hot one.
Yeah.
All right, Blake, another one. You got two.
Someone told me that Bill was the hotter of the two, and all I sent was a picture of him as Tarzan. Like, are you
fuck it,
kidding me?
I'm gonna have to do it. I'm gonna take Jurassic World Rebirth.
Oh, that's an.
I was wondering about that one. I was maybe thinking about saving it for last, just because of like how dog shit the last two were.
Yeah.
But I like the pick. I'm a little jealous of the pick. I was just hoping it'd be there maybe towards the end of the
So,
rounds.
like, as the more I'm looking at stuff, I'm like, okay, I don't. The movies that I've heard about.
I mean, hey man, Scarlett Johansson, Dan Stevens is
Yeah.
in it. It's a recipe for a success. That's all I'm gonna say about it. And I hope it is, because everybody really, really didn't like those last ones.
No, they didn't.
I believe so. It's one of them days. Novocaine.
One of them days,
Mickey
Novocaine,
17.
Until Dawn.
2017?
Mickey 17's that one with what's his name? Robert Pattinson, where he has the clones or whatever that die or whatever every day. And then he wakes up and then the last clone didn't die. So there's fucking two of them now.
Okay, interesting.
So like everybody's like, we gotta kill Mickey 17 because Mickey 18 and Mickey 17 can't live at the same time. It looks fucking weird, but
Kind of sounds like a.
sounds like something that would score well. I'm gonna be
So
honest.
there's exactly 9 left.
Yeah, we should each get a couple more, right? Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. It's either Kyle or Zach right now.
It's
Kyle.
me. It's me. I'm
Oh,
thinking.
okay.
And then Karate Kid. Can't forget about Karate Kid still on the board. I'm teetering between Mickey 17 and Dogman, honestly. Well, it's a kid's movie, you know?
I saw the trailer for that and I'm like, Jesus.
I'm going to go Mickey 17. It looks like something that's going to test or score really well, because it looks like it's going to be like interesting and creative
Different.
for once.
Oh, Westworld. That's what I was thinking of. Is it kind of a Westworld premise?
It's in space, but
Oh. Not even close. I'm out of the world wrong.
Zach?
what do you do? On to Zach.
What is Novocaine about?
Novocaine is Jack Quaid again. The one where he can't feel pain.
Oh, shit.
And then he's like dating that bank teller, and then the people come in to rob the bank, and they take her as a hostage, and then he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna go get her. And so he's like playing a superhero, basically.
Oh, so not even. Okay, so 2 different movies.
Yeah.
He's in 2 movies this year.
Yeah, he's in 2 movies this year. Yeah.
Oh.
Companion and Novocaine.
Because we've already seen a bunch of those. I don't think those do well.
What's that? Oh, I'm thinking to
Like
myself.
Free Guy. I didn't think Free Guy was that good of a movie.
Oh,
I loved Free Guy.
yeah, I liked Free Guy a lot.
Oh, damn.
Everybody here disagrees with you, Zach.
I don't, yeah.
Boo this man.
Wow.
Ooh.
This is so much different. I'm going to do Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Five Nights at Freddy's 2. That's a good choice.
Because I am excited for that. I did like the first one.
I think these are my last 2, so I'm gonna make them count.
Yep, I believe. Let me count. 6. No, I think you get. We'll see. It's either here or next.
Well, I have just this weird inkling feeling that what'll
What's that?
The Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat 2. Somebody had to.
I've wanted it this whole time. I kind of like I liked the first one. I know it didn't score overall well, but I liked it. And then
Was it better than the '90s one?
Fuck yeah.
no, yes,
Better. Yeah.
Well, that's like a close to my heart movie. I watched that VHS so many times it broke. Like that was my favorite movie growing up. And then I'm gonna take One of Them Days.
Damn
One of
it.
them days, I want to see that movie bad.
Yeah, we got a lot to watch this year. And I'm excited for
I
it.
want to see that movie bad, dude. That's the one with Keke Palmer and SZA in it, right? Yeah, dude, where that dude steals their rent money and they have to like go on an adventure to get their fucking rent money back. I think that's what that one is.
I thought it was the Robert Pattinson one.
No, I picked that one.
And Mickey
Right.
17.
Oh.
Mickey 17 was that one.
Oh well, shit. I don't.
I still think
Glad I
this
got it.
I still
Glad I
think this
got it.
movie's gonna do okay, you know. All right,
Glad I
we're back to Zach.
I'm gonna snag from Kyle, I think, but Dog Man.
Dog Man. I tricked him. I didn't want fucking Dog
Damn it.
Man.
I'm over here
I
playing
don't know what I do
checkers.
want, but it ain't. I don't know. I was thinking about Dog Man. Like you're right. These kids' movies usually do test pretty well, so it's
Yeah.
like it's hard to say no to them, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll each get one more round because I think we each get 9. So back to me. What's left? We got Novocaine left. We got Until Dawn left, which I think might actually do okay. The Minecraft movie. Megan 2.
Did anyone else watch the Megan movie?
Fuck yeah, we did.
I don't like dolls. Like Annabelle scares the shit out of
I
me.
don't like midgets.
Clowns scare me.
Out of what's left, I think.
That's a real actor, correct? In the
Out of what's left, I think Until Dawn's gonna do the best. So I'm taking Until Dawn. That's the movie based on the game where you basically like have multiple outcomes based on the choices you make throughout the game.
it's a video game movie, kind of.
Yeah, it's straight up a video game movie, not even kinda.
Because those. What was it? Sonic was really only the competitor in the tournament that we had.
Yes. Everything else was ass.
That's true. Everything else was kind of ass. After me, it is back to Blake, who just gets one pick, I believe, this time to bring him up to 9. Let me count: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, you get 2.
Me?
He gets 2, and then you'll get the very last pick after everything, whatever's left.
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna do the Karate Kid.
I was saying, who's gonna do it? You know, who's gonna man up and do it? You know, and I'm glad it was
do
Blake.
it. I'll do it.
You got one more then.
You do, yep. Last one. Last pick, Blake.
I'll do the Minecraft movie.
The Minecraft movie.
Which leaves me with Novocaine, I believe.
Well, depending on what me and Zach pick.
Oh, I thought it was just me left. Damn.
No, yeah, we snake back one more time because me and Zach are both at 8.
Trash. Hated you. Ow. Oh.
But Zach sucks, so it's okay.
Sucks what?
Peepees.
Ain't $20 is $20, Tanner.
True that.
My man's right.
In this hard time. And I was the number 2 hooker at SD State for 4 years in a row.
Got where?
How about that?
Where?
SD State, South Dakota State.
Oh. I forgot you went to college.
All right,
Only
back to
losers
me.
go to
Back to
Brookings,
me.
so.
So we have Megan. Has anybody taken Last Breath?
No.
I'm taking Last Breath. That's crazy. So yeah, Last Breath. I'm gonna take Last Breath. That'll leave Novocaine and Megan for Zach and Tanner.
All right, Tanner, which one do you want?
Oh, I can't believe Last Breath is still here.
I'm gonna
Woody
go.
Harrelson. I think I won it with this one. I think this is an incredible
Damn.
pick.
I'm gonna go with Novocaine.
Novocaine! 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 You're going Novocaine. Zach's going Novocaine, and Tanner gets stuck with Megan 2.0. Watch you get 100.
Yeah, Dad's about to say, like, watch that be
It's just a
the
great.
You're like,
highest.
goddamn,
of
dude.
all.
They're gonna be like fucking.
Yes.
when they're talking about movies, they're going to talk about Lord of the Rings, Two Towers. They're going to talk about Godfather Part 2, Megan 2.0.
I can feel it. It's actually gonna be Mortal Kombat 2, but I can feel it.
Nah, it's gonna be Snow
It's
White.
the year
bro.
of the sequels.
That's correct.
There's a lot of sequels, honestly, on here too.
Yeah, we like sequels. You know, we're sequel culture now.
Well, I'm talking like not just like the third installment, like Zootopia 2.
Six of my movies are sequels.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, sequels are usually a safe bet. Gotta move some stuff around a little bit.
Sequels or spin-offs or whatever, because I mean, I've got Ballerina in there. That's a spin-off.
Yeah, I think that movie's gonna do
'Cause
good.
that one-
Well, we'll see what Bloodlines ends up being, because is that a spin-off? Is it a complete reboot of the franchise?
It's gonna be trash.
Is it a sequel that somehow brings together?
Like 5.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
What a great ending! Like how it ties it all together.
How it ties it all into yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are our draft picks for the 2025 movie season. Just to read off what everybody's got. Blake went with Captain America: Brave New World. He went with Tron: Ares, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, From the World of John Wick: Ballerina, Final Destination: Bloodlines, Disney: Snow White, Jurassic World: Rebirth, Karate Kid: Legends, and a Minecraft movie. Kyle went with Wicked for Good, Paddington in Peru, 28 years later, The Unbreakable Boy, Fantastic Four: First Steps, Companion, Mickey 17, Until Dawn, and Last Breath. Zach went with Zootopia 2, Thunderbolts Asterisk, Predator Badlands. That's the title, dude. The Bad Guys 2, Freakier Friday, Flight Risk, Five Nights at Freddy's, Dogman, and Novocaine. And Tanner, with the last pick in our draft, went with Avatar: Fire and Ash, an incredible first pick. It's going to be a ringer. Lilo and Stitch live action, How to Train Your Dragon live action, Superman, Wolfman, The Legend of Ochi, Mortal Kombat 2, One of Them Days, and Megan 2.0. Ladies and gentlemen, let us know in the comments how you feel about our draft picks. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think out of these is going to get the most points? Zach, who do you think is going to win, unbiasedly?
I have to go with Tanner, honestly.
I think Tanner's going to take it.
The
Avatar.
movies is going to be really hip.
I'm leaning maybe Tanner.
Superman. And then what was it? Wolfman. I think those three are going to be his top 3.
Wolfman comes out like next weekend too, so like he starts getting points on the board
So,
pretty soon.
Say Tanner, just go there a bunch. Just watch it a bunch.
Tanner, who you got?
That's not how tomato scores work.
Oh.
You'll see it a bunch of times. The tomato score will go up.
No,
Damn.
no, it won't.
I'm thinking.
Well, you know what? Hear me out. Are all these movies going to theater?
Yes.
So hear me out. Do the tomato score, but we should just do a second one too. Add up all the totals of how much they gross too.
That would
Just
be
as
that would
as
be
a
funny.
Kicker, as a kicker, you know?
Shit. I mean,
that would be funny.
Because watch one of us come in like last place, but then that person has like the highest grossing amount for movies. Because I think that would be fun.
Avatar that's $1 billion franchise right there.
That's why I said it. Shut up.
Cheater.
All right, guys. I think we did okay. I think that's a pretty good. I think that's a pretty good list. I'm excited to see who wins. We will reconvene us four at the end of the year. I think the last one to come out here is. I'd have to look up, but it's in December. Yeah, I think Wicked. I think Wicked in December.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably meet here, sometime after Christmas, and go through and count up all the points and see who wins. I'm really excited for this. Like, I wish we could just do it like next week, but we can't.
It's gonna be a slow burn.
This
throughout
is-
the
this
entire
is
slow
year.
burn. It's a slow burn.
This is a great way to set up for a later episode. too.
Exactly, yeah. And I was thinking about maybe doing something like this for video games too. Would be fun. Like what video Metacritic score they're gonna get.
Right.
That looked hard. Look, I feel like there's like 5 real big games, and then the rest is just kind of like
Filler shit throughout the year to make you.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, I mean, look at sports games. Every year they come out with a new sports game.
Yeah, I just got Madden 24 today.
I got 25.
Very upset with it already, though.
Really?
Trying to make my character like you make them try to look like you. But apparently, once your like filter hits tan, all the hair is dreadlocks and afros, and you're not allowed to have straight hair. so my dude's got tied up dreadlocks apparently. All right,
That's crazy.
closest I can get.
That's crazy, Madden.
Talking to
My-
you, Madden, figure it the fuck out, all right?
My quarterback got drafted to the Rams, right?
I believe it.
I have handed Philly the ass every game I've played them.
I believe it. Do I know whose ass I could hand to them in that game? Every single fucking computer team I've ever
Yeah, oh yeah,
played.
absolutely.
Every
But
single
what difficulty you playing on?
I'm
Easy.
playing all pro.
I'm playing on
I
all
don't play all
Madden.
Madden.
I'm playing on all Madden.
I don't play on all Madden because it's annoying.
It's hard as fuck.
No,
but
because your running back will have 99 for carrying and it will fumble every time he gets hit stick. And I'm like, that's just stupid. Doesn't make any sense. Anyway,
It's like expert on Pokemon TCG. You know, they're not really expert. They just let them win every coin flip.
they're cheating.
That's a real thing.
They're cheating. Yeah,
I didn't want to think about it like that, but yeah, that's right.
it is what it is.
Fair enough.
All right, we love you guys. Thanks for watching. If you tuned in, if you're lurking in the chat, we appreciate you. We will see you tomorrow for Witcher or Kingdom Hearts. Witcher tomorrow with Tanner. Perfect. And then Wednesday we'll be back with episode 2 of Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. I'm really excited.
We're gonna
Once again,
Rocks Roxanne.
We're smoking this fucking dude. We don't lose a single Pokemon this time, all right?
Tell Johnny that one. He killed the most in that.
I feel like
last
Tanner's already like plotting how to kill Wurmple. So or
one.
Zach.
That's Party Dick. Party
Here's
Don.
the thing. Here's the thing. We don't have to worry about it. It won't be in our party much longer. It'll be boxed for the remainder of the game.
That's true.
All right, we love you guys. Remember, if you like the show, go to twitch.tv/velocitypod, where you can subscribe to the podcast, follow the podcast, interact with us live in the chat, and give us your picks on what you think is going to score the best in 2025 out of these movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can go to Spotify, type in Velocity Entertainment, where you can find over 200 episodes if you're an audio podcast listener. You can have me inside you for over 200 hours.
That's
That's
what I
great.
was waiting for. I haven't heard that one yet.
Apple Podcast, same thing. Velocity Entertainment. Leave us a 5-star review. Helps us bump up those rankings. Anyway, thanks, Zach. Thanks, Tanner. Thanks, Blake. We appreciate you guys. We will reconvene next year. I'm sure we'll all be back here, for a different stupid episode in between. But I will see you guys for part 2 of this one at the end of December. And as far as the viewers go, we appreciate you. We love you. Hopefully see you tomorrow and hopefully see you Wednesday. But if not, we love you anyway. Stay nerdy.
Fuck you, Zach.